The Phantom Menace is a very interesting case of a prequel that took a beloved franchise that ended in 1983 and brought it back to life 16 years later with a story that expanded the universe in meaningful ways but also seemed to be badly written as a story itself. In my opinion, despite its flaws, it's still one of those films that gets way more criticism than it deserves because while it's different from the original trilogy, it's doing exactly what a prequel should do. It's showing us how everything began, how the Republic fell, and how Anakin Skywalker's journey started long before he became Vader. I feel like if it had been written by someone much more competent than George Lucas, then maybe the plot would have been remembered much more fondly.
What if you could share every moment again? Share it all with your family on video.
We haven't much time.
Star Wars Episode 1, the one to own.
What I love most about this movie is how it commits to world building on a scale the original trilogy never attempted. We see the Jedi Order at its peak, we see the Republic still functioning even if corruption is eating away at it from the inside. We see planets like Naboo and Coruscant that feel lived in and real.
You still have much to learn, my young apprentice.
You can see how Lucas tried to create a massive universe full of deep lore and complex characters, and while I don't think he achieved these goals completely, this movie and the rest of the prequels definitely kickstarted a Star Wars revival and were extremely influential when it came to visuals, aesthetics, and lore.
Shield generators! Stand off, let's go.
Qui-Gon Jinn is one of my favorite characters in the entire saga. Liam Neeson played him with this calm wisdom that made him feel like a true Jedi Master. He's not following the Council blindly. He's following the Force even when it leads him to make decisions that go against what everyone else thinks is right.
Anakin will become a Jedi, I promise you.
Do not defy the Council, Master, not again.
I shall do what I must, Obi-Wan.
Finding Anakin on Tatooine and believing he's the chosen one is the catalyst for everything that follows, and Qui-Gon's conviction in that moment is what makes it work.
I don't presume to.
But you do. Revealed your opinion is.
I request the boy be tested, Master.
Young Anakin is portrayed as this genuinely good kid with incredible abilities. I think Jake Lloyd gets a lot of unfair criticism, but he captured the innocence and enthusiasm of a 9-year-old who dreams of exploring the galaxy. Watching him say goodbye to his mother is heartbreaking because, well, you know how the story ends and what he becomes. The emotional weight wouldn't exist if we didn't see him as this hopeful child first.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe. I'm a pilot, you know, and someday I'm gonna fly away from this place.
You're a pilot?
Mm-hmm. All my life.
You're a slave?
I'm a person, and my name is Anakin.
I'm sorry. Be brave. And don't look back. Don't look back.
Darth Maul might have limited screen time, but he made a massive impact. Ray Park brought this martial arts intensity to the role that made him feel genuinely threatening. That double-bladed lightsaber reveal is so iconic and badass, especially since Maul has this mysterious aura around him.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
You have been well trained, my young apprentice.
The Duel of the Fates is still one of the best lightsaber battles in the entire saga and maybe even in cinema history. John Williams' score during that sequence makes everything feel so much grander and epic. The choreography is aggressive and acrobatic, and it works because we're seeing the Jedi at their prime. What's brilliant about Palpatine's plan in this movie is how subtle it is. He's playing both sides. He's Senator Palpatine pushing for a vote of no confidence while simultaneously being Darth Sidious orchestrating the invasion. He's so good at this that you almost forget just how dangerous he is.
Senator Palpatine has been nominated to succeed Valorum as Supreme Chancellor.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
I love how the movie handles the Force as something more mystical and connected to biology through midi-chlorians. People hated that explanation, but it actually makes sense that the Jedi would try to quantify and measure Force sensitivity. It doesn't diminish the mystery, it just shows how the Jedi Order has become too focused on rules and measurements instead of trusting their instincts. That's part of why they fail.
I've been wondering, what are midi-chlorians?
It's heroin.
Midi-chlorians are a microscopic life form that resides within all living cells. Without the midi-chlorians, life could not exist, and we would have no knowledge of the Force.
The ending manages to be both triumphant and tragic. Naboo is liberated, the Trade Federation is defeated, and Obi-Wan becomes a Jedi Knight and takes Anakin as his Padawan despite having reservations. Everything seems like a happy ending, but you know it's all going exactly according to Palpatine's plan. In hindsight, it feels like we're watching heroes win battles while losing the war.
The chosen one the boy may be. Nevertheless, grave danger I fear in his training. Agree with you, the Council does. Your apprentice, Skywalker.
Menace gets unfairly compared to the original trilogy when it's trying to tell a fundamentally different kind of story. The originals were about a rebellion fighting an empire. This one is about how that empire came to exist in the first place. It's slower, more political, and more focused on setting up dominoes that will fall in the next two films. That doesn't make it worse, it just makes it different. However, unfortunately, it does suffer from a lot of bad writing, mostly when it comes to dialogue. The world building is amazing, but some of the conversations feel unnatural and weird, especially in the sequel when Anakin decides to become the world's greatest pickup artist.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Out. Dad, I got your voucher.
Out!
What makes this movie special to me is how it rekindled that sense of wonder Star Wars always had, seeing new planets and locations or Force abilities. It's all world building that makes the galaxy feel bigger and more complex. Lucas, despite his questionable writing, definitely went all in and risked a lot with this movie. He expanded his universe and gave us a foundation that would support 3 more films and pretty much most of the things that would follow in the franchise, be it good or bad. The Phantom Menace isn't perfect, but it's ambitious and earnest and filled with ideas that actually matter to the overall saga. That's more than most prequels can claim, or the sequels.
This is my apprentice, Darth Maul.